Hello everyone, Thranxes here. Welcome to Conan Exiles, episode 107, where construction on the pit is coming along very nicely. So first off, the thing that we're working on is to try to get the roof to actually slope in more like a pit. So we have this area up here, this sort of loft area, and we went ahead and started to do the flooring all around. Oop, I think I mess up stability over here perhaps. Here, let's go ahead and see. I could have sworn this was all squared away. Anyways, so we're getting this this loft area set up, and there, we're gonna get some of these rooftop pieces to just kind of fill this in while we're working. It's always the iron reinforcements. 2, 1, out like that. Perfect. Perfect. Fill in some more of these, and then so this over here didn't quite get finished. All right, but we're working on it. We're working on it. The idea is to understand the concept. So let's go up here, and so from our top you can see it starting to taper in. It is going to stay open in the middle, but I want it to taper in a good bit. So we need to offer some support. So what we're doing is putting down pillars to support these ceiling tiles, which are in turn tied up and bracing part of the roof. So once pillars are added to this, they will add more support to the roof, and it will give it more structural integrity. Now, one of the things that we have to do as a side effect, you can see we've also put in stairs. So now there are stairs to go from the bottom to the top. And they are symmetrical, although the frames underneath them are not. We're going to work on that eventually. But it's to bridge over. So while we do have the roof up above us, the ceiling tiles, we're also bridging over to give some tiles so that we can attach these roof pieces to them. Because as you can see here, if we don't do that, here, let's look at what the next one looks like. These are not required. All you have to do is take pillars up to the top on this side, and then these straight rooftop pieces will turn into fanged ones, and we'll need another layer if I want to get it lower, which we're going to demonstrate why that is right over here. Let's put those tiles back. We'll take some of these. I should have enough for this demonstration. Right, so we're stepping out, we're tying into this pillar, and as you can see now we have these gaps here. So we've already added, with this pillar, we've added enough structural integrity to this wedge roof piece to attach to it, but there's no way really to do that here. If I'll just demonstrate like this. Let's get rid of these stairs actually. Okay. So you can see the proper piece for this location is a inverted wedge, or wedge. But what we actually have to do is we have to give it something to connect to by continuing the pattern like that. Now, when we try to put the piece in, you can see, aha, now it wants to snap in just fine, like this. So it gives us these weird little perch bridge things, which is fine. I'm going to just roll with whatever we have to do to make this thing structurally do what I want, and then we'll figure out the reason later. So now from here what we can do is underneath this, we can actually go ahead and apply these straight rooftop pieces, and that's going to continue this down along the way, except we are also, there's enough structural integrity with the extra tie-in that we should be able to mount one of these pieces, there we go, and another one onto there. I'm not sure how that's going to make it look as that trend continues around. Let's take a peek at it. Because what you're going to get, you're going to get these extreme... Ooh, out of stamina. You're going to get... Oh, goodness. Forgive me. I just tried to climb up my roof, that's all. You're going to get these extreme changes where, yeah, let's look at it from over here. where it goes really high to really low, where it cuts in like two little fangs, and then it cuts out like two little fangs or something, and then it cuts way in as well. So you get this weird down and then way up instead of just like a tapered back and forth like I had originally thought. So I almost wonder if you couldn't use a corner piece there. Seems like it would just keep going in. I don't want it to go in forever though. Whoa, 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 wet roof. So that's what we're working on right now. That's what we've been working on. I'm going to go ahead and continue this process, and we'll get the rest of this roof taken care of, and then we'll start talking about what is next. Okay, so at this point what I have done is pulled out the rooftop all the way around. I have not continued this little overhang here. I don't see that as necessary. If I recall, it didn't really help our situation. Oh, I'm trapped. No. Let me untrapped, please. Thank you. No, we can just run and jump up there. There's no issues here. Okay, there we have it. So this is how the rooftop is going to look. I'm not sure if that's 100% the way I want to keep it. I'm going to consider it for now. Yeah, the more I look at it, so I'm already starting to have ideas and second thoughts. I think for now we're going to leave it like this. It looks all ragged and torn up, but in the end it is the pit. Oh, and we're starting to fall into it. Let's not do that. Let's look at what else we worked on. So we got the stairs set up here. We go up and down the sides. They pretty much match. We've got our pillars and our little scaffolding areas up there. We can turn into another loft type room, potentially. And we might do that. That gives a lot more space up to the top floor where the doorways are. It's not really the loft, it's just the top floor. And we can do a lot of our structures there. I don't know, I guess I had imagined more of my structures being... yeah, you know, I'm not 100% sure now that I think about it. I guess built off of the walls. As you can see, we tore down some foundations here. We may do that in some other areas. Oh, our friendly neighborhood ghosts are coming through. And we gave ourselves an entranceway so that as we're bringing our thralls up this way for re-education at the Greater Wheel of Pain, we can just take them right through the gate and then boom. So it doesn't have too much character. It's sort of square, but I wasn't trying to do a whole lot outside because I just wanted it to snap and be an entranceway. I wanted it to actually have a lot less of a profile than it has, but unfortunately that is what we're going to get for now. I may tweak it in the future, but I'm not concerned about that. The entranceway was more about function, and I can worry about the form of it later. So for now, I'm sure you saw I put some reinforced torches up top. I kind of like them. I'm not 100% sure if I'm going to keep them there. I definitely know these tiki torches inside here are going to go. We're going to start spending a lot more of our iron and resources on much fancier lighting. I want this place to look intimidating and foreboding, and we're going to need to set up an area for the Torturer's workbench. So I'm thinking the Torturer's workshop might be somewhere around here to overlook the Greater Wheel of Pain. Here, let's get some viewpoints from down here in the pit. So this is where it's wide open. It was raining a lot of the time while I was building, and of course the rain stopped, but you really get the feel for how this place is going to look with the, yeah, and that spooky music is just a part of it. So here, this is when you come in. So you don't even get to see much from the outside. That's kind of the point. The actual center is right here, which I don't think I'm going to put anything here. I believe the thrall, once we bring a thrall up here to help us convert, or I'm sorry, a taskmaster that we have as a thrall to come here to help us convert others into thralls. I believe they post up by this side, by the ladder. So then the cooking area for Gruul and the cook will go over here. And that'll be the bulk of what's out in the open. I think at this point we need to start considering going after some thralls and putting this into motion, putting this whole process into motion. So we're going to need to make a campfire. I'd like to make a large one. Yep. Branches and stones. That's fairly easy. I know we have branches and let's see, or stones rather. I believe all my branches went to torches. So we're going to have to put away some of these things and take our tools back out. Right. So how about if we just... Oh my. Wolves. Wolves, huh? Okay, you just sit there a moment. I'm just going to think about how I want to handle you. Apparently we're going to need archers as well, and that's fine because this place is so close to the village, and it's where we're handling all of our thrall capturing for now. We're going to get a lot of soldiers and archers. We might even relax our stringent requirements for tier 3 only and just save tier 3 to the professions and actually do the soldiers and archers at lower tiers. I don't know though, that feels wasteful, but then again, going in and killing a bunch of people just to run out and run back in, that gets a little tedious too, and really not everybody can be super mega archer or super mega soldier, so maybe we'll have a ranking system. I don't know. Give me some branches. I need more than that. Thank you. That'll work. Let's see. We need a large campfire. Correct. Thank you. Then we'll have to go get our scythe and get some gruel going here. Also, we're going to have to go back to our village over by our other Greater Wheel of Pain, over by the other city, because they have a lot of our good thralls, but I believe most importantly, they have our Taskmaster thrall. I think this should just go here. That torch is not going to be there. In fact, let's get rid of this torch. My idea for this pit is to light it up very good at the top and then use small dimmer lighting down here towards the bottom so that it really does feel dark and like a pit, and then maybe put a little light over here in the entranceway and maybe a door. If I put a door, I can isolate the light over here, because this I'm going to have probably little perches for archers set up here so that if I'm running back and I have people chasing me and I'm just trying to come in with the thrall, they will protect me. Perhaps. So now that we've got rid of the torch, I'm thinking... Well, we can always move it if we decide to move it, but it's going to be close by. Sort of asymmetrical, as you can see. I mean, it's not center. That was by design because I wanted to build into the side of the mountain. And I wanted to challenge myself to step outside of just doing everything symmetrical. I like how it's coming together. I feel like it gives character because now I have to work with the terrain, shaping these foundations, and I'm going to have to figure out if I want them to staircase down, which I really don't. So I'm going to have to pick a level that I want to meet and then make the others meet, and then I can staircase up and down to that. Maybe even connect it to the roof? I don't know. The roof does come down. I don't know if I'm going to connect it to it, though. Only gives us a little bit of space. I think for now, though, what we need to do is we need to go get our thralls. We need to go get our thralls back from the mega city. And bring, what, one Taskmaster and one Cook, if we have it, over here. I think that'll work. Oh, oh yeah, I drank the last of my water too. And needed to leave to go handle that. Let's get our stuff together then. We'll go ahead and leave the glowing stick here, it's not important. Let's get some more coal, make another torch. Standing torches we don't need. These mushrooms we don't need. Ambrosia, we're going to have to build... okay, well before we get too far, we're going to have to build a shrine to Mitra. Let's think about that for a moment. Will likely be some form of stair system coming up the mountain. Likely place for the shrine would be right here. Something small, humble, kind of looking down over the pit. Yeah, I think that's the way to do it. Before we worry about all that, though, let's head back. Let's go get some resources as the sun's coming up. Got a bit of a journey. Let's see. Put you on my bar, please, and thank you. But we're going to need water soon too, so we might as well head down this way. Let's see here. Right, yeah, there's water right between these two village areas. We're just sort of going to cut down in between them and get some water. Even though we can't see a darn thing. Oh my goodness. The night is dark and full of terrors. Alright. Okay. That looks good. Let's, yeah, it's too dark. I'm gonna have to, you know, I'm just gonna cut till we at least have some light and everybody can see. Okay, we're all the way back over here. Bit of a trek. I can't wait for mounts to get added to the game. And we're gonna get some coal before we forget, so we don't find ourselves in a situation where we're just running around in the dark and not really sure what to do. Alright, probably make 2. Alright, good deal. Excellent. Now, let's consider what we have here for supplies and thralls. The shrine. This was sort of humble here. I kind of like this. Just a little platform with some stairs up to it. I think we'll do something similar. Thought I cleaned this thing out. Perhaps not. I must have left some behind. What do we have here? This is our alchemist, right? Alchemist 3. That's a good find. Vitessa the Potent, you're coming with us. Who do we have over here? Olena the Oathmaker coming with us. Smelter 3 also coming with us. Get a little bit of gruel to get us started. You know what? I don't think we need these 2 twine all that badly. Ooh, even still fully encumbered, we won't be able to carry back any more supplies with us. And there are some good supplies here. Nothing we can't come back for, I suppose. I would say we'll need to come back for more smelters and blacksmiths, but we're going to start training our own over there. Really, I just need the taskmaster and the cook. I suppose I could always leave Nordheimer Smelter 3 here. But if I brought a smelter over there, I could start smelting my own iron. And start a little resin operation with the dried wood to smelt the iron, and I'd use the iron for, yes. So we're gonna bring a smelter. We're gonna have a little furnace section set up over there in the pit, somewhere in one of the rooms. I'm not sure where. So I guess we won't be taking any of these supplies with us. So instead, we just need to haul all of these thralls back to the pit. Yeah, and be done with it, wolves. Just just be done with it. Okay, so here we are we kind of went around the cliff to come over here to the back, cliff side, rather. Looks pretty neat. It's supposed to look like it's kind of built into the mountain. It doesn't really look like that. Oh, it does. It is built into the mountain. What am I saying? It didn't come out how I expected it to come out, but I'm pleasantly surprised nonetheless. Let's go ahead and get our thralls in place. We'll put our cook, test the potent here. Excellent. And you can go ahead and turn that into gruel. Why not? It's the only thing you can do, but it still is some fresh gruel, which we're going to put in here with Olena the Oathmaker. And where are you posted up? Oh, the other side. Oh, up top. Oh, Olena the Oathmaker posted up top. That's kind of neat. Watching them, making sure they'll be ready to take the oath. I love it. Exactly. Okay. Let's put down some of these sticks and coal for the next time we need to go on a torch binge. Although I don't think we'll need to for a little bit. We can always head back and gather more supplies. I don't think we need to, though. I think we have enough here. Let's see, if I take some stairs, where will these want to snap is the question. Right outside the door like that. Do any of them want to snap? Oh. Nope, that is directly to the door. How about... No, see, they don't, Oh, wait. Hold the phone. That looks kind of cool. So then what about if you're on this side? If I was to snap, no, like this. Oh, interesting. No, see, it doesn't work when it's like that. It doesn't work. Just erase it. But this works. This is cool. Kind of cuts off at an angle. I didn't expect it to cut off at an angle, but I like it. I do. Foundation here. This should be plenty flat enough at this point. Oh, is it flat enough though? We're already starting to run into the ground some. That doesn't appear flat enough. This one, how is this one? We got plants growing up through our wooden foundations now. What if instead we went this direction with it? There we go, like that. Maybe. That's not intuitive. That's where the stairs are from here, though. We'll have to put up some sort of railing. Maybe. I wonder if we just did... We did stairs down like this. No, I don't think that's going to solve the problem. I don't know if that's how we're going to do it. I'm going to mull it over, but that's where we can put the shrine for now. Thing is, once we put the shrine down and we start making ambrosia, we're going to be less likely to tear it up after the fact. That might just not be elevated enough. Let's see what another set of stairs looks like. And we'll just go one higher. I think that's pretty reasonable. We'll just go one more flight up, like this, and then foundations, like this. Okay, we got a little happy there with the clicks. Let's not click so much. There we go, okay. Now we don't have the grass. Look at that, that's a beautiful thing. Then we go here. Do we need to go there? Can we? Should we? We can. We absolutely can. Do you not want to dismantle this? There we go. How high up do I want it to be is part of the question. I said I wasn't going to do a bunch of other buildings, and I'm already starting to think like, well, I've got to have a place to live. No, we're going to live in the pit. This pit is a one-stop shop. The only thing we can't put inside is a shrine to Mitra, so that will go here. And that's really all we'll need, is sort of a step up there to that, so that after we come in, and we drop off our thrall on the Greater Wheel of Pain, we can then go up and boom, start making some ambrosia. So let's get ourselves situated here. We don't have the scythe to easily get some bindings. We do have some rocks and wood. Let's take a look at the... Was it the altar to Mitra? No, it's the altar of Ymir. It's the shrine of Mitra, so it's going to be down here. Oh, there it is. Shrine of Mitra. 360, 160, 25. We need a little more stone. We need a lot more twine. I think we should just be able to gather as is. And then we can just find some rocks. And we'll get our stone. We'll go ahead and make our altar, and then we'll get it going. I think at some point we're going to go ahead and put down the smelter and a furnace, as well as the blacksmith. Because what we're going to need to do is actually make and maintain the new cudgel, which I think is made from steel. So we'll have to have at least some crude workings of steel. And then also we're going to need whatever makes the better bindings. Hold on a second. Cudgel is not, did I spell that wrong? Why do I not have cudgel? Hold on. Oh, it's truncheon. What am I? Cudgel? Truncheon. Truncheon. Okay, so that's the only one we can make. Maybe the other one is a cudgel. I don't know. Okay, but that's the only one we can make. So I'm guessing, especially since it's steel, it's going to have to be made at a blacksmith's bench. Which is fine. That just means we're going to need a small blacksmith's area and the smelter, and that's fine because we'll have a lot of extra thralls to work these areas. We'll just need to make sure we have room actually allocated in the pit for these areas, and I probably should mark it on my map as well. It's right down here, right here in this area. The pit with the skull. There you go. So we need to head down. Okay. Right, should be heading the right way. No, we're heading the opposite way. Back the way I came. This way, over the top of the rise. Uh-oh. Oh, it's a wolf. Yeah, there you go. See what you get? See what you get? See what you made me do? But this does feel kind of low down in here. That was the point, though. That was the point. Let's see, 160 and gasp! I have not been making bindings or twine, not bindings, twine. There it is. We'll craft 30 of that in no time at all. Then we'll get ready for the shrine right here. Boom. Not enough stone. Oh, I forgot to grab one. No worries. Craft the Shrine of Mitra. Wonderful. Let's put all of this. Oh, that's fine. That's fine. We'll just hold on to it. We'll drop it off the next time we got to go back to the tower. Not enough contact with the ground. I don't understand. Must be because it's bigger than what we're working with. Okay. Then we just need to expand out one, right? In all directions. Not a big deal. Let's do that. There we go, and then we'll go up one in this direction. Bingo. Okay. Surely that's big enough. Barely. Always underestimate how big the Shrine of Mitra is. Should be looking down into the pit, right? Seems that's kind of intimidating. No. It's to be centered on when you come up the stairs. So you start coming up the stairs, and then you're like, wow, you're centered on this platform, and oh, coincidentally, you're also centered up with the Shrine of Mitra. About like this. Perfect. Wonderful. And there you have it. So from here we'll be able to make No, not ambrosia, but the Mitraean Ankh. We have these materials, the stone and the sticks. Let's go ahead and get them. You and you. I don't think we'll need that many here, but we're going to go ahead and keep it here anyways. Not the wood, the sticks. And crafted. Wonderful. So now we have a way to get ambrosia, and we have the ability to tame thralls. So at this point, next episode, we will be ready to assault this area and gather quite a few thralls. The Greater Wheel of Pain can hold 8 at a time, and Olena the Oathmaker will tame them very fast, especially with the increased thrall crafting speed that we have. See, this is how it's supposed to be at various levels. You have these pathways, and see, if I do the room here, it sort of just overlooks, but not if I put more foundations here like this, that one ends up happening. Yeah, it's not really how I wanted to do it. We've got all these tiki torches everywhere. We need to replace those. We need decorations. But that's where we're going to wrap up the episode. Wow, it's been a long one. Not for you necessarily, but for me. Such is the price of progress, though. Oh, careful, those wolves. This has been Conan Exiles, episode 107. Thank you so much for joining me. I hope you've had a good time watching, because as always, I've had a good time playing. Join us next time as we start putting the pit to use and filling the place up with thralls while we decide where we want the quarters of everyone to be, plus some of the workstations. We'll need a torturer's workbench, I'm sure, to make some of the neat stuff. We'll do all that next episode, but until next time, take care.